In this video, we will discuss about another lysosome disorder, that is uh, Gaucher disease. In this case, what happens is that the problem is with the gene GCase gene or GBA1 gene. So when the mutation occurs in a way that this gene become non-functional, then this Gaucher disease might occur. Let us go through the brief overview what actually happens in the Gaucher disease. In the proteins, when they are transferred for post-translation modification from endoplasmic reticulum to Golgi, then in that case, when the protein reaches to the lysosome, and in the lysosome, since the GCase gene is non-functional, because of this there is a continuous accumulation of soluble alpha-sine, and with the non-functional of GCase gene, the alpha-sine uh, will not be able to be in a normal condition or within a limit. After some time, when the soluble alpha-sine became more stabilized, it will then convert it into insoluble alpha-sine because of higher concentration of alpha-sine within the lysosome. And this accumulation of higher insoluble alpha-sine in the lysosome the will further triggers the to reduce the trafficking of the GCase uh, by alpha-sine, because of the because alpha-sines are now too high within the lysosome, so it will triggers a signal to the ER-Golgi network to further block the GCase. Uh, However, in this case, the GCase is not functional, so it will not cause any effects. However, in normal condition, this in this case, the reduction of GCase will leads to further extension of this insoluble alpha-sine that will cause problems by like synucleinopathy. And there are three kind of Gaucher disease that are classified by the researchers. Type 1 is related to Parkinson disease. In type 1, uh, there is no neurodegenerative occurs. However, there is a however, with age, in Gaucher type 1 disease, people might develop Parkinson disease. And the other in the type 2 and type 3 disease, the neurodegenerative of the central nervous system occurs. And in case of type 2, this neurodegeneration of this central nervous system occurs rapidly. And in case of type 3, this neurodegeneration of the central nervous system occurs in a chronic manner. So in this case, so these are the different kinds of Gaucher disease, and all of them are related to uh, this loss of function mutation in GCase gene. So, and this Gaucher disease are are being identified after Parkinson disease, and later on it has been identified that Parkinson disease is one of the subset of Gaucher disease, as it is the special category or such as type 1 uh, kind of Gaucher disease. So in the symptoms that we can observe in case of type 1 is more of like a homeopathic uh, instability, whereas in case of type 2 and type 3 we can observe neurodegenerative symptoms. So that is considered to be more harmful for the patient. And the type 1 disease is harmful when the symptoms starts to occur within the patient. In both the cases, since these diseases are because of the mutation in the gene, these are mainly inherited from their ancestor, or because of some kind of evolution, this mutation might occur. within the patients during their lifetime. And what are the frequent outcome in the patient observes is that there is a depletion of lysosome GCase because of the cascading or the positive feedback effect of the increase in soluble alpha soluble scene, and the accumulation of glycer will increase within the lysosomes. The function of GCase gene is to break the linkage of glycer so that alpha scene will not be formed uh, beyond the threshold limit. And since the alpha scenes are continuously accumulating, the concentration of alpha scene is increasing within the lysosome, and this will lead to stabilization of alpha scene oligomers that will make forms of insoluble fibrins, as it is shown in here, like a Levy body. So this will create problems such as give a positive feedback to reduce GKs further in the lysosomes, and other problems that we have discussed, that it might leads to either type 1, type 2 or type 3. However, the actual mechanisms that will lead to different types of Gaucher disease is yet to be known. That's all for this video. Thank you for your time.